And the young Indian brigade will once again be in action when they clash against South Africa in the second T20 International of 4-match series on Sunday. Sanju Samson will look to continue his domination of the bowlers, but India need more stability in the top order during their clash with South Africa in the match, with an aim to extend their superior run in the shortest format. Samson's stunning 107 off 50 balls powered India to a commanding 61-run victory in the series opener, but the lack of runs from other batters remains a concern for the visitors. All right, we are joined by our correspondent Narayan Singh live from New Delhi to give us more inputs of what had happened and how does he analyze the second T20 encounter between India and South Africa. Hi Narayan, a very good evening to you. First encounter, we all know what a marvellous innings by Sanju Samson. And they beat South Africa by 61 runs. Now coming on to the second T20I, we are expecting a lot from Sanju Samson because he hit his second consecutive century in the T20I format. A lot will be expected out of him, but what about the other batters who were there in the previous squad in the first T20I against South Africa, Narayan? No one couldn't perform up to the expectations. What went wrong? How do you analyze the first T20 and what are your expectations and analysis when it comes to the second T20I between both the nations?
Good evening, Siddharth. If you talk about, as you mentioned, Sanju Samson in the first T20, where it was all about the Sanju Samson becoming the first Indian to score back-to-back hundreds in the T20 match. And finally for Sanju, we can say that Sanju has arrived and finally the class has met the consistency. In the past, we all were talking about the consistency of the Sanju Samson. We all know that he had the potential. He was very talented and capable, but there was a stop and start thing for the Sanju Samson's case. And on Monday, he will turn 30 years old, and in a decade-long career, he has only 50 international matches under his belt. But the last two innings, the kind of performance he delivered in different conditions, one in Hyderabad and second in Durban, and back-to-back 100 against the world-class bowling lineup, it shows that he finally has cracked the code how to bat in the international matches, and also he finally figured out how to play against the top-class opponent. And talking, as you mentioned, that the most important thing is that India was doing well once Sanju Samson was firing all cylinders. But down the order, apart from Tilak Verma, there was a bit, we can say, that disappointment from the Indian batting order, whether it is Rinku Singh or any other batsman. But finally, we know that it's a problem with our Indian batting, whether it's Test cricket. There is the mini collapses are there. So it is very important for the Indian team to learn from those mistakes, and they should make a blueprint how to not to lose a match but just by playing few bad overs. But in the first match, we know that already Sanju has already done the work, a whirlwind century. So in that match, nothing was remained for the other batsmen to do. Already they scored 201. But finally, if talking about this second match, again, a lot of expectations were there from the Indian team, as they were on an unbeaten streak of 11 matches, and they will try to emulate, they will try to achieve the feat of the Indian team too, the same team, because in the past we saw that Indian team in T20s has achieved an unbeaten streak of 12 matches. They can do it here again.
All right, definitely, Narayan. We also hope that the other batters from Men in Blue will also perform this time in this match, as expectations are very high, not just from Sanju Samson, from the other batters as well in the squad. And on the other hand, we also know for the very fact that after losing the first T20I, South African side will also come back very, very stronger. They will form certain strategies against India. But let's hope, as a cricket fan, Men in Blue, comes out with flying colours in the second T20I as well. But we leave it there. Thank you so much.